Alright, real quick, I just wanted to get this video in, show you guys my truck. This is my boy Blue. Number 9276. It's a 2014 Kenworth T660. Got my fuel tank here, or one of my fuel tanks, the depth tank. They put my sticker on here for me. I got my flag up here, blows in the wind while I'm driving, but I need to get a new one because it's getting kind of tattered. It's my APU that regulates the temperature for the truck, hot and cold, so I don't have to idle the truck. So that noise you're hearing right now is the APU. The truck is actually off. I got my boards up here that I use to secure loads if I need them. I got my bungees up there next to my flag. I'm probably going to get a ladder at some point and hang it up there. That's my headache rack in there. I got my chains and my chain binders. And those are my coil racks and the padding for them, and bevel dunnage and everything. Fire extinguisher. Our company runs these super single tires. I know some guys don't like super singles, but I mean, I'm still new to this. I don't really have an opinion either way, but supposedly these are better gas mileage. And then got my load here. They're called RTLs. I'm not really sure what they are, but they look like kind of like fold-up forklift things. I strapped them all down. I'm bringing these to California. I'm in Nephi, Utah right now. It's kind of like south of Salt Lake City. But this is a 53-foot trailer. Our company uses 53-footers and 48-footers. The only difference really is obviously this one's longer. On a 48-foot trailer, it ends like right about here. So, but this one's obviously got the extra length on it. I'm gonna do a full walk around here. This load I got lucky on. They told me I was gonna have to tarp it, but then when I got there they said no, you don't have to tarp it. So I was pretty happy because tarping something like this would have been a bitch, and I really didn't want to do that. Got all my straps and everything up here. This right here is my tarp box. It's supposed to be able to hold the 3 tarps, 2 end tarps, and the center tarp. But I probably didn't fold them up right because I can only fit 2 in there, so I got the 2 end tarps in there, and then my center tarp, I used one of my straps to strap it up on top here, which it's on there pretty tight. It's not going anywhere. Tire chains. The reason it's got the lock on it is because we're required by law to have the tire chains, but our company policy is that if we're ever in like a snowy area and the road conditions are such that we're required, or that we would be required to put the tire chains on, they just want us to park and wait out the weather. They don't want us to actually put the chains on, but they're required to have it. In this box here, I'll open it up. I got some more bungees and some of my other like signs and stuff in here. I'll open up the box on the other side and show you guys that. But I got some of my cardboard edge protectors here, some more bungees, more padding. This is my kingpin lock, my reflective triangles for if I break down, some flags, everything in here. The other fuel tank, other side of my truck. I got the CB antenna radios, or CB radio antennas. In this box, I got my load bar, and this is where I keep all my straps and my work gloves and everything. These are the straps that I'm not using. Obviously the ones that I am using are on the load, but I got my work gloves, I got my load bar, I got a little crowbar that I bought. I bought this toolbox, and there's a hammer and some wrenches in there. And then some more straps and winches and everything. I'll show you guys the inside now. That's just some food I just bought that I'm gonna eat as soon as I'm done with this. I just wanted to show you guys this video real quick. Okay. Alright, so now I'm sitting in the driver's seat. This right here is a camera. It looks out and in at me. The company has them on all of the trucks. They're kind of just there as a cover your ass. Like if we're ever in an incident, like the green light means that it's on, but it's not recording. So, like in there's like a little gyroscope. So if the truck like tilts too far in one direction, or if there's like an impact or something, it sets the little gyroscope off, and then it starts recording. It records 10 seconds before and 10 seconds after, and it's kind of just there as a cover your ass thing, in case, you know, we're ever in an accident, they can see, you know, was I doing everything I'm supposed to be doing? Was I paying attention? Or was I goofing off and being an idiot and I caused the accident? And if I didn't cause the accident, then this is what's going to cover my ass to prove that I didn't cause it. I got a pen up here under the visor. I got a little cubby hole up here. I keep my notebook where I write all my trip info down, and the manuals for my radio, my CB radio. In that little cubby hole up there, I've got my passport, and I keep my little copy of a FM CSA, which is kind of like our the laws for truck drivers and everything in here. A cooler in there. I got some water and some Sunny D, and then all my various drinking cups. And yeah, they gave me an automatic truck. I know. Let the hate flow, but hey, you know what? When I'm going up and down hills, and you know there just happens to be a stopper for something on the hill, or we're in traffic or whatever, I don't have to worry about stalling it out by, you know, slipping off the clutch or something like that. So that at least is one less thing I have to worry about. I got my shemagh up here and everything. I just use it as like a cloth to, you know, if I get sweaty or something, to wipe my forehead off with. I got my shades, my iPad and some receipts, my Wounded Warrior blanket. I got my truck stop book and my atlas up here on the dashboard, just because I didn't have anywhere else to put them. The driver's side window is, you have to roll it down, but the passenger window is power. I can do it with the power. I got my little portfolio that I keep some of my paperwork in, and the permit book for the truck and everything up here, and then the keys for the truck. This little thing right here is kind of like a kill switch for the truck. You can see it plugs in down there underneath the ignition. And basically, if you don't have this thing plugged in and lined up the right way, the truck won't start, even if you have the key. So if somebody ever tried to steal the truck, unless they plugged this thing in exactly the right way, the truck would like crank, but it wouldn't actually start. So, you know, it's kind of like an anti-theft thing. But I got all my gauges and everything here. And then in the back, this is where I live. I got my Marine Corps flag hanging here. I'll turn on the lights here. And this is kind of my bed back here. That's a window I've got covered up. Another window. You know, I got the windows covered up just to try to keep it cooler in here. But I got little cubby holes of storage and everything. Just this side of mostly that envelope there is where I keep a lot of my receipts, and then like this all stuff is like all my electronic stuff. I got cords and everything up there. I got my TV. I got my PlayStation and my Xbox and all my DVDs and everything here. I still have the box for the TV just so I can transport it when I leave the truck. This is another bed right here, folded up. There's like a little clip right there that it would come down and be like a bunk bed style here. But then this is my bed. I got my clothes here and some snacks and drinks and everything. And this little panel, really the only thing that, you know, functions on here are the light switches, because on the older version, on trucks without APUs, this would be like how you would control the temperature back here. But since this truck has an APU, you use this. This is the APU right here. You know, this is the main power to the whole system, and then that's the actual button to turn the APU on and off. And then, you know, this button right here would be your fan speed, you know, temperature up or down, and then, you know, heat, cold, or fan right here. And, you know, it blows out of the air vents over here, and there's some under the bed. And then I got these curtains that, you know, pull across when I want to sleep. They're leather. I just pull them across when I want to sleep, you know, after I go on my little Qualcomm computer. This is the little computer that keeps track of my hours and everything like that. So every time I change what I'm doing, like if I'm off duty or I'm on duty or I'm driving, I use this little computer to change my status. Or, you know, right before I go to bed, I go on here and I put, you know, change sleeper, and then it keeps track of how long I'm doing each thing, so it manages my 70-hour clock for me. And then obviously, as you can see, I got my Bluetooth on, so, you know, I don't have to worry about picking up the phone if I get an important phone call while I'm driving. Like, if my company calls me or somebody important calls me, I can just answer it. Deuces.